Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Going to do the daily energy today and see what comes out. Just gonna shuffle as usual and we'll see what happens. So I'm wondering how everyone is doing. Oh gosh, it's been so long since I've recorded. I've been pretty busy lately. Hangman, Seven of Pentacles, period of waiting to see what happens. Hierophant in reverse, Ace of Swords in reverse. I feel like there's the belief that the relationship is not going to happen. Oh gosh. This just flipped over, Three of Swords, and heartbroken about it. Yeah, again. Nine of Wands in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. It's like someone believes, and I feel like because of this, King of Cups and the Nine of Wands, it's like, I feel like Divine Feminine in this relationship doesn't believe that the relationship is going to happen, but Divine Masculine is making it happen. Like he's putting the pieces together, but he's not telling her. It's like this relationship is going to happen, but all of them, see, this just flipped over, Two of Wands. All of the, like logistics are happening in, like hiding in secret. Look at the Sun and the Two of Pentacles. Happening under the cloak of darkness. That's what I just heard. Oh, so that just made me feel like cloak of darkness. So on the outer surface of the situation, it may appear to be bleak. It may appear that things are not happening. Things are definitely not working out. But it's all a facade. Look at the Devil and the Knight of Swords in reverse. So it might appear on the outside that things are not working for this couple, but devil energy is not in play. It's like he doesn't have I just heard stake in the game, but that's not, yeah, stake in the game. This is like divine interference, not devil energy interference. So what is the purpose? That's the purpose, I believe. Ace of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. It's happening in order to get everyone's mind in the right place. So I feel like Divine Feminine has a pessimistic attitude. That's Divine is trying to, I just heard the word remediate, change, and get it into the place where she believes it's going to happen no matter what. Two of Cups. Two of Swords. Ace of Cups. Eight of Cups. Knight of Pentacles, Justice. So, again, Divine Feminine, like this relationship is in separation, absolutely, because of this card. And I feel like the reason is because there is confusion mentally. Again, as I noted while I was shuffling, it's like the people in this couple are not sure, 100% sure about this relationship. And I feel like this card makes me feel like they cannot go into the relationship with the attitudes that they have towards the relationship. The uncertainty cannot fly. Because if they go into the relationship with the attitude like, well, this may or it may not work, they're going to end up giving up. When they should be acting and call it fate. So I feel like for this couple, like this relationship is not going to start until they fix like double-mindedness. I feel like this card it's like you cannot properly be in a healthy relationship when you are hoping for the worst or expecting the worst. It's like, how can you have a good relationship if you always think the person that you're with, whether it be romance or friendship, is going to stab you in the back? It's like there's no trust. So I feel like what God's Spirit is saying is like, you need to go into the relationship with an open heart and an open mind. I just heard the word love really loud. So it's like so I feel like this couple is being advised to go into this relationship with strictly unconditional love for each other. I feel like because if they don't have unconditional love for each other, they're gonna reach a point where it's not gonna be enough. It's like, this is about compromise. And being sure about a relationship and wanting and knowing that you're willing to put in the work even when things feel uncertain. It's like making a pact. Like, we're in this for the long haul, no matter what. No matter what happens. I'm always gonna love you. We're always gonna try. Till death do us part, I just heard. So that's the issue that this couple is having right now, is that one or both, I feel like it's definitely Divine Feminine in this reading, is approaching the relationship with the attitude that this could not work out. And if it doesn't, I'm just gonna walk away. And God's Spirit is like, no, you're gonna approach this relationship with love. And not a double mind. So it's like love or nothing. Okay, let's keep going. 7 of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Strength. Right, it's just confirming what I've just said. 7 of Wands. Yeah. Fool. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. Okay. These cards are making me feel like it's almost like looking at the relationship like a business deal. It's like, okay, well, I'm gonna put in this, but I expect to get this in return, and that's not how relationships work. It's like you have to take the good and the bad together in order to be successful. Because if you stay in a relationship only when it's good, like if you make the decision that you're only going to stay in a relationship when it's good, you're going to be so, sorely disappointed, because relationships include bad times as well. So if you approach it like, well, I'm only going to stay, I'll see what happens, and if, I don't like it, then I'll ditch it, right? But having that attitude is like, again, treating the relationship like a business deal. What can I get out of this? How can this make me successful? This kind of attitude causes confusion. And what Divine Spirit is saying, this divine relationship is about love. Not, oh, how can you make me successful? How can you line my pockets? How can you make me look good? That sort of thing. No, it's about love. Love. And I don't know if any of you have ever read the Bible verse about love. If you haven't, check it out. That's what love is. It's not about again, what can you give me? It's like love is kind, love is patient, love is long-suffering. I can't think of the verse off the top of my head, but check it out. Just Google it to see what the definition of love is. It's not about money. It's not about material things. It's about love. So I guess if your relationship is not adding up to the definition, there might be a problem that needs to be adjusted. That's what I feel like is coming through there. So this is what makes me feel like what is happening in this relationship is like there's been like I keep hearing the word onslaught. It's like we're running away from love. That's what I feel like. It's like in this relationship, it's become, well, I've put in this amount of time, money, effort, whatever, and I've only got back, a sliver or something. I feel like this relationship has transitioned into something that is not love related and more, again, a business deal. That's the energy I'm getting. Like it's turned more into a business transaction as opposed to a loving relationship. So it's like we've walked away from love and now we're like standing strong against it. Like against love. We're gonna start over new in a place where there's, see, if this card was a cup, that would be great. We're gonna start over, we're gonna find love. But it's a pentacle. It's like someone walked away from love in order to start over seeking after pentacles. God's like, no, it's not about pentacles. Pentacles causes this state, this confusion state. It's like relationship is not about what you can get. What you can get leads to confusion. Again, it's about love. But in this case, I feel like Divine Feminine has walked away from love and started over looking for pentacles. So, and this is, and she's thinking it's the right thing to do. She's coming out as a pentacle. God's trying to tell Divine Feminine in this reading is that you're off course. You are seeking after the wrong thing. It's like you've walked away from your path and gotten onto the wrong path. You need to go back and you need to start over with love. I think this is the position she has. It's like she's shut love out completely. It's like she's walked away from love in her life. So this makes me feel like something happened. It's like we're almost there, but we're almost reached the 10 of Cups, but we're walking away at the 8. It's like you threw in, Divine Feminine in this reading threw in the towel. Before, you know, it's like you took out the meal before it was all the way cooked, so to speak. And I feel like you did so because you slipped into a place of, well, you're not giving me what I think I deserve. But I feel like the stance that's been taken is not correct. It's like we slipped into like materialism. So, walked away from love, seeking after a pentacle, and thinking it's the right thing to do. But the problem with these two cards is like, justice is coming. So it's like Divine Spirit is saying, well, okay, if you're not going to do this, and operate from a place of love, well, I'll give you your pentacle. I will give you your pentacle, but you are going to end up in a state of confusion. So I feel like Divine Feminine in this reading is being given almost like a choice. Like, okay, well, what's it going to be? Is it going to be Pentacles or is it going to be Cups? Because whatever you decide, it's justice will be served, so to speak. I'm trying to get a feel of like what's happened, like where did the switch come? Where did the switch happen? I do have to say, like, I do feel like we've become, like, not all of us, but, you know, some. It's like, and I think it's pushed by the world too, that relationships are supposed to be good all the time. And that's not realistic. So, mind you, let me be clear, you know, abusive relationships you should not stay around in, obviously. But I feel like sometimes relationships are being discarded over minor things. And I feel like perhaps that's what's happened here. It's like several minor things added up. And I almost feel like it's like, right, these cards are like the choice between relationships or money. And like the decision is like, well, money doesn't break my heart. Money doesn't come home that late. Money doesn't, you know, leave the toilet seat up every day. Money doesn't, I don't know, you know, insert reason, you know what I mean? But so something's happened here that's made Divine Feminine decide that relationships are not her cup of tea. I think she made the decision to choose Pentacles over relationships, which hasn't given her what she wanted. She thought, well, if relationships are going to be this way, I'll choose my Pentacles, but Pentacles are not giving her what she wants. God's Spirit is saying you have to choose love, not Pentacles, in order to get that feeling you want. And then, of course, that includes bad times as well as good times. And I feel like the bottom is like a kind of a warning. Like, if you're going to choose to walk away from love, start over and choose Pentacles. Yeah, you'll be filthy rich. And that's about it. Filthy rich with no love in your life at all. just heard money does not buy happiness. Period. I just heard this. These cards are like a representation of love conquers all. This just made me feel like this is not the first time that Divine Feminine in this reading has tore relationships down. Because she feels like she's not getting what she wants. So I feel like a redefinition or redefining of what love actually is needs to occur here. And it's not about, love is not about equal. I feel like what's being said is love is not about equal give and take. Or it's like, it's almost like it's out of balance. It's never like balanced scales. It's like sometimes you're giving more, sometimes you're receiving more. Like it's never equal. I feel like it's out of balance all the time. And I feel like that's what Divine Feminine in this reading needs to understand. So I feel like what's being pushed is that Divine Feminine in this reading needs a redefinition or redefining of what love actually is. And it's not like fantasies. What it means like here in reality. And I keep thinking of like romantic comedies. Like life is not a romance novel. That's what so if you're gonna keep throwing relationships away because you're looking for a romance novel life, or like a romance that you see in the movies, well, kind of like, well, you're out of luck, because that's not how it works. So it's kind of like, well, make your choice, and what will be will be. Like, you will get what you want, but what is it? I feel like that's what's being said. Do you want money, or do you want this like ideal? Ideal doesn't sound right. Do you want money, or do you want love, basically? Because I feel like God's Spirit's willing to give you whatever you want, but you have to decide what that is. So I'm going to do an extended and see what else comes out to follow this. If you're interested, you can check out my Vimeo. The link will be in the description. Alright, otherwise I'll see you next time. Love you guys. Bye.